Good morning, good morning, good morning. How everybody doing? This is Kareem Lewis, your trusted Houston realtor, aka Sergeant Sales. Listen, I just made a video talking about the pros and cons of new construction. And of course, I had people say, listen, I hear you talking about new construction. What about pre-owned homes, right? What are the differences? What's the good and the bad with pre-owned homes? So might as well go ahead and make a video. Here it goes. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and also go ahead and place comments. Tell me what you think about the video. Let's do a little engagement, shall we? Anyway, let's go into the subject. So the differences, the pros and cons of pre-owned homes, right? So I want you to go into your imaginary world, and I want you to picture that you want to drive, right? And I'm actually going to make some videos and show you drive, me going in drives in the new communities and the pre-owned communities, just so you can see the difference. But one of the biggest differences that you'll see in the pre-owned home community is the fact that when you drive into these communities, just the trees. If you're a person that loves nature, love to see the grass and the trees, just the mature big trees that you see and the awesome views when you just driving into the communities. Whereas a brand new community, again, everything's brand new. So all your trees are small or they non-existent because they haven't grown yet. So one of the biggest advantages, pros to a pre-owned home community, is you see the mature trees. Now, when you're talking about the home itself, most homes, and we talking about here in Texas, here in the Houston market, most homes, let's just say for starter homes, you're going to look at in the between 300,000 and 400,000. So now one of the biggest advantages with a pre-owned home is with a pre-owned home, same price, you can get a home that's like 2,500 square feet, 3,000, maybe even more compared to the homes, a brand new home where for that same price, you might only get 15 to 2,000 square feet. So biggest thing is the size advantage compared to a brand new home. The second thing is the features. A lot of owners, they cared about their home. They lived in their homes and they built up, they did little extra features like, the patterns on the walls or, accent walls, or when you walk into the kitchen and you see just the details like double ovens. You don't even see that in new construction homes. Likewise, having formal living, formal dining rooms, it seems like that's going away in some of the new homes. So that's some of the biggest advantages that you see, just the features, especially when you're talking about the yard space, right? In a lot of these new homes, it's like backyards are non-existent now. Whereas back in the days, that was the thing. You got a big house, big yard here in Texas. So that's some of the differences. Likewise, with a pre-owned, the owners might have already built in, they put in a pool, they could have made a cabana, they could have built up the patio space, got an outdoor kitchen, where again, with a brand new home, you don't have all of that. So those right there are the prime pros to buying a pre-owned home. Now let's talk about also before I get off of it, if you've seen my video about new construction, taxes, right? As I said before, with a new home, the taxes, when you first purchase your home, you're paying taxes based on the land. Then about a year or two later, you see a big difference because now you're paying taxes on the home. Whereas on a pre-owned home, usually your taxes is already settled in because it's already set from the previous owner to pay the taxes. So when a year or two later, you might go up maybe $25, $50, but it's usually streamlined already. Likewise, I'm going to make a video because there's ways that you can fight the taxes. So I'll make a whole video to that. I don't want to get into it right now. But let's talk about the cons of pre-owned. The cons of pre-owned homes. It's a pre-owned home. You don't know the existing conditions. Now, yes, the owner should list everything, but it might be some things that maybe they don't even know about. That as soon as you move into the home, it can happen. You're talking about pipes busting. You're talking about, maybe foundational issues, just a lot of things that can happen. That's why it's so important that with any home, pre-owned or new home, you get a home inspection done. You get the home inspection done so that this way you can at least cover and know about some of the problems, and it'll help you with the negotiation so that you can bring down that price. Likewise, another, right? it's just age, right? You don't have the warranties. With a lot of the differences between a new home and a pre-owned home, new homes, they come with the 7-year, 10-year warranties. With a pre-owned home, there is no, it's as is. So again, like I said, it's very important to get that home inspection, so at least you know some, right? But you got to put in your mind, the older the home, the more issues that could come up. Likewise, if you're looking at the home and, a lot of times these homes, you have these fix and flips where the home look like a brand new home. But if you look at the homes to the left and the right, and they still look like 1960 homes, that's telling you, it's like having a dressed up pig. It's still a pig. And you got to expect that you could have some things that happen. Even though it look nice, it can be some things that happen. So again, these are the pros and cons of a pre-owned, right? And that's why it's so important to have right? Do you need a realtor to get a home? No, but it's so important to have a realtor that understands these things, can break it down to you, and can negotiate for future issues that can arise from the buying that you purchase a home for, like myself, Kareem Lewis. So again, if you didn't have a chance, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go ahead and place in the comments what you think. And like I said before, if you have any other questions, things you want me to make videos about, please drop it in the comments. So again, this is Kareem Lewis, your trusted Houston realtor, aka Sergeant Sales, signing out.